Hey, what's happening, everybody? This is Elite Kicks back with the weekly video. Before I get into the video, guys, I just want to thank everybody for the continued support. I know I mentioned at the beginning of each video, but we've got over 600 subscribers on this channel. When I started it, I was thinking to myself, oh, it'd be great to have 100, 200, but now the sky is the limit, guys. And with that, guys, thank you so much. And let's get into today's video. So I've got a lot of requests about this, so I went ahead and, I'm going to put together this video to help you guys with this, but it's basically how to create successful multiple accounts on sneakers. I think it's one thing to create multiple accounts, but it's another thing to understand how to actually use multiple accounts. I think some people just create the multiple accounts, and yes, that does increase your chances, but you can take an additional step by even further increasing your chances. And the first thing I do want to tell you guys is that Sneakers is based on a very, very, very complex algorithm that combines your activity, how you fill out your profile, a number of other factors, and also a little bit of randomization. So with these tips that I'm about to give you guys, it increases your chances, but there's nothing out there that guarantees. There's really nothing that will guarantee you a pair on sneakers unless you are the one who created the sneakers algorithm. Anyways, guys, let's get into today's video. So I'm going to break this video into two aspects. The first thing I'm going to talk about is sort of a basic level of how to create multiple accounts, and then I'm going to talk about an advanced level about how to create multiple accounts that are successful. So guys, first and foremost, if you are creating multiple accounts, you do need a different telephone number on each account. What Nike will do is once you create a new account and you try to place an order, it's going to have you do an SMS verification. So you need a different telephone number for each account. Don't use one of those apps that generates a fake telephone number, that generates a telephone number, because that will not work. What you'll actually need is either you'll need a live telephone number. So either you'll have to pay for an additional telephone number on a new device, or you can use family and friends, which is exactly what I do to create my different accounts. So once you cross that hurdle, guys, just remember some of the basic facts is have a different name on the account. Don't have 6 accounts with the same name. That's going to be a red flag. Have a different address on the account. So for example, if you live on 123 Main Street, you can jig the address to say 123 Main Street, but instead of writing out street, you can abbreviate street. Alternatively, if you live in sort of a home, like a single family home that's not connected to any other homes, you can say 123 Main Street, room 1, room 2, and then you can go to room infinity essentially. So guys, remember different names, different addresses, and the other important thing is different payment methods. This one's been a little bit controversial. I've got a lot of questions about this. People have tried various things, but my advice has always been the same, is that don't put one credit card number on 6 of your accounts. That's going to raise a red flag. The billing address, to be honest with you, across all my accounts, I haven't changed the billing address. I definitely changed the credit card number. What I do is I have Capital One Bank, and they give you free electronic credit card number. So it's a new number, a new CVV, and a new expiration date, but it's attached to the original credit card number. But it effectively acts as a new credit card number. And there's plenty of information out there. There's actually plenty of apps out there that will generate free electronic credit card numbers for you. So guys, remember, different names, different addresses, different payment method. The other thing I wanted to talk about is, the IP address. This one I get a lot is, do I need to have a different IP address for each entry I put in? In my personal opinion, I think you can put upwards of 3 to 4 entries on a single IP address. I wouldn't go past that. I think that just raises a little bit of red flags. And the way to create different IP addresses is if you have a personal hotspot on your phone, which I'm sure everybody does, just turn that on and connect one of your devices to that, and that will create a new IP address. If you've got data on your phone, instead of being on Wi-Fi, be on data. And then you can use your other account as Wi-Fi, and then you can turn on a personal hotspot to create a new IP address. So there's multiple ways to sort of make sure you have different IP addresses, but my recommendation is you could probably get away with 3 to 4. And I usually, when it's a 10-minute draw, I usually have about 3 or 4 on the same IP address, and I may have 2 on completely different IP addresses. So guys, continuing on, the other basic fact that I wanted to provide you guys is make sure to fill out your profile. Like, I cannot tell you the number of times I tell people this and they're like, I didn't know. Your profile picture, just put any picture in there, fill out your name, fill out that little description about yourself as well, and then fill out your interest. You know, I think you're not going to have a successful multiple accounts if you don't say you like basketball and you're going for all these Jordans. Simple fact, you have to fill out that information. So guys, just to recap on the basic tips: different names, different addresses, different payment methods. Try to limit the accounts you are running on a particular IP address to 3 to 4. I wouldn't go past that. And fill out your profile, including your profile pic and even the size as well too, and your interest in everything. In terms of advanced information I want to give to you guys, there's two big things that I've learned in my time of running multiple accounts. Is the first thing is, don't be afraid to go inactive on your account. And what I mean by that is actually two things. Sneakers wants you to be active. They want you to be on the app, constantly liking things. I will tell you, there are multiple times on my accounts where I am not active at all, liking things, doing anything like that. And those accounts actually hit a decent amount of time. I want to actually even say they hit more than my account, my primary account that I'm actually active on. And the second thing I want to mention is, like, don't be afraid not to go for every single drop. I think when I first started doing sneakers, I was like, oh, I have to go for every single drop. If I keep taking these L's, sneakers is ultimately going to reward me with the W. So I actually tested this theory on my wife's account, and we didn't go for any sneakers for a month. It was probably actually more than a month, maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months. I can't remember how long it was, but we just started doing it. And no joke, the first 3 draws she went for, she hit on all 3 of them. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind as well too. I do think that has something to do with it. The sneakers algorithm is based to try to get you to get hooked on sneakers and to go for every single shoe. So if you have 5 accounts, maybe you test it out as well. Maybe you go for 4. The other thing I wanted to mention, and this is very important to me, is that when you fill out that size on your account, go for that size range. If you're going to say you're a size 8, don't be going for a size 11, okay? The other thing to keep in mind, guys, don't put all your accounts at size 12, because everyone goes for size 12, okay? Size 12, size 11. Over a period of time, after you go for a size 12 enough, okay, sneakers will recognize that this is your shoe size, okay? And then you will hit more on that size. But again, it's going to take you a while. My recommendation is, when you have multiple accounts, and this is key, vary your sizes across your multiple accounts. When you fill it out, maybe you're running 6 accounts, and maybe you want to say, okay, 3 of my accounts are going to be men's accounts and 3 of my accounts are going to be women's accounts. And on the women's accounts, I'll go for the smaller sizes, and on the men's accounts, I'll go for the size 10, 10 and a half, and 11. Just vary it. Don't put all 6 of your accounts as guy accounts and go for size 11. Vary it across the board. That's very important. I can't emphasize that enough. Just make sure you're varying it across the board to increase your chances. So guys, just to recap on the advanced tips I want to make sure you guys get a hold of is, don't be afraid to go inactive in terms of not even opening the app, in terms of not even going for particular drops, and make sure you fill out your size and you go for that size consistently. So guys, that is the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really love talking to you guys about sneakers. I love the feedback that I get. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. What tips do you guys have? What information have you guys gleaned from running the SNKRS app? So next week's video, I haven't fully decided what I'm going to be doing. I know it's going to be March 14th, so I'm thinking that the Union drop is going to be coming pretty close. People struggled from the Union website. I was able to cop, and I want to make sure I get you guys that information, because there's a lot of information that was put out there that, you know, such as like a fake website. People didn't understand how to get to the end and stuff. So I want to make sure I get all that information out to you guys. So if the Union date is confirmed, and it's supposed to drop in March for the Union Dunks, if that date is confirmed, then we'll do a how to cop. If not, I'll shift to something else. I have plenty of other topics I can go to, but tentatively, that's what we're going to talk about. So guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is Elite Kicks signing off. Take care, everybody.